Good morning Year 3 and welcome to Thursday's maths video. We're going to continue learning about money, but today we're going to look at addition and subtraction, word problems with money. So let's have a go. Ruby has £27. Her grandmother gives her £15 more. She then spends £19. How much does Ruby have left? So the first thing we need to do is find out how much money Ruby had altogether. Because remember, she had £27, but then her lovely grandmother gave her £15 more. So we need to work out how much money she has altogether. So we need to do £27 add £15. Now if you're struggling to add that up, remember, you can either use money in front of you if you've got it. You can make £27 and make £15 and add them together. Or if you wanted to, you can do £27 and £15 and add them up. 7 and 5 make 12. So 1 for the tens column and 2 ones. 2 tens add 1 10 add 1 10 is 4 tens. So you've got £42. So altogether, Ruby has £42. However, that is not the end of the problem, because she went shopping and she spent £19. So our first bar model showed us that we had £42 in total. Now we've got our £42, but this time she spent £19. It's gone. Gone into the cashier's pocket, never to be seen again. So we need to work out what she had left. Now once I've removed 19 from 42, I've subtracted. I've taken away 19 from 42. And if you do 42, take away 19, you get 23. Now, again, you can either make 42 if you've got that sort of money, if you've got that cash lying around, I'd be very impressed, or you could use anything you can find. Counters, anything. So make 42 and remove 19, or you can do column subtraction. £42, that is a 4, I promise you. My not so smart board is being a pain. Take away 19. Now here, you end up with a little bit of a problem. You've got 2 ones and you need to remove 9. You can't do that unless you're some form of wizard. So you need to turn 4 tens to 3 tens and put your 1 10 over here. Now you've got 1 10 and 2 ones, which gives you 12 ones. Now you can do that. 12 ones, take away 9 ones, gives us, oh, if you don't know, count on. 9, 10, 11, 12. The difference is 3. So 12 take away 9 is 3. You've then got 3 tens, you're taking away 1 10, 3 take away 1 is 2. So she has £23 left. Now if you wanted to check that, you would need to do 19, add 23, and if we put our 2 pieces of bar model together, we should get 42. So, how much money does Ruby have left? She has £42. Does she? Nearly got you, just 23. If you nodded along then, you haven't been listening, you need to play it again. So, Jack. Jack has £168. Maya has £75 more than Jack, and Farah has £300. How much more money, does Farah have than Maya? Now the first thing we need to work out is how much money Maya actually has, because we might be tricked and think she has £75, but she doesn't. She has £75 more than Jack. So this bar represents Jack's money, £168. This bar represents Maya's money. We've got the £168 that is equal to Jack and the £75 more. This part here shows us how much more money. And we know she's got more money because the bar's longer. So, in order to find out how much money Maya actually has, we need to put these two amounts together. We need to do 168 add £75. Now this would be a good one to do with your formal method. 168 add 75. Now we start in the ones column. 8 add 5, count on if you need to, gives us 13. Now we need to add up the tens. We've got 6 tens, 7 tens and 1 extra 10. If we add that together, now first thing to do might be to do the 7 and the 6, because we can use our number bonds there, because we know that 3, half of the 6, goes with the 7 to make 10. Add on our other 3 and we've got 13. So 6 add 7 is 13. Add the final one, gives us 14. Now 14 tens is the same as 104 tens, so we put a 100 here. Now 100 add 100 is 2. So we know that Maya has 243 pounds. Now we can go back to our problem. With Maya having 243 pounds, we can now compare and work out how much more money Farah has than Maya. We know that Farah has 300 pounds. Now again we can draw our bars. So Maya's 243 is represented here as well. That is the same. And this section shows how much more money she has. Now we need to work out what that is. To do that, we can take Farah's 300 pounds and remove Maya's 243. If we do 300 take away 243, we'll be left with this amount. So we can do column subtraction. 300 take away 243. Oh, now this is one of those nice tricky ones, because you can't do 0 take away 3, and you definitely can't just turn them around to make it better. Now normally we'd need to exchange a 10 into 10 ones, but there's none there either, so we have to go up to the hundreds. So we can't do 0 take away 3. We'd go to the tens, but we can't do that either because there's none to take, so we have to go up to the hundreds. 3 hundreds becomes 2 hundreds. Oh, well done, interactive whiteboard, doing a good job there. Now our 100 we exchange into 10 tens. So we've now got 10 tens. Now originally we needed to take ones away. So we now turn our 10 tens into 9 tens. And one of our tens goes to our 1 column, and 1 10 is 10 ones. Now we can get started. 10 ones take away 3 ones is 7. 9 tens take away 4 tens is 5. And 2 tens take away 2 tens, 2 hundreds take away 2 hundreds is nothing. So we are left with just 57. So Farah has 57 more pounds than Maya. This part here is 57 pounds. Next one. Ella has 95p, 95 pence. She has 20 pence less than her brother. How much money does Ella and her brother, how much money do they have all together? Now you've got to be careful with this one. It's 2 steps. The first step is to calculate her brother's amount. He doesn't have 20p. She has 20p less than him. So if she's got 20p less than him, he's obviously got more than her. So think about how you'd work that out. And step 2 is to then find their total. Have a go. So, in order to find her brother's amount, you have to add 20p, because she has less than him, which means he has more than her, and he has 20p more than her. So 95p add 20p gives us 115 pence. Now, how much do they have all together? We add her 95 pence to his 115 pence, and that gives us 210 pence. We can then convert that into pounds because we did that earlier in the week. If we've got 200 pennies, we've got £2, and 10 pence is 10 pence. So it's £2, 10. Very well done if you got that. So this is what I'd like you to do today. You might need to pause the video to see it or have a look at it on the PDF on the Year 3 Home Learning page. So, Hannah buys a pair of shoes for £25 and a bag for £7. She pays with a £50 note. Crikey, lucky Hannah. She pays with a £50 note. How much change does she get? Remember, there's 2 steps to these problems. So think about the first thing you'd need to work out in order to get your answer. Then, Christina has £730. She gave £200 to her brother. Then she gave £250 to her grandmother. What a generous girl. How much money does Christina have now? Number 3, Ben had £460 in his savings account. He saved £200 in January. He saved another £150 in February. How much money does Ben have in his savings account now? And lastly, Mrs. Brown has £600. She pays £110 for her telephone bill and £97 for her water bill. Crikey, she's obviously on the phone more than she's washing her hands, isn't she? So then, how much money does she have left? Now, they all need you to do 2 things. So think very carefully about what those 2 things are. If you're really struggling, maybe talk to a grown-up and see if you and your grown-up can work out the 2 things you have to do before you do them. Good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow.